So today on what I read today, it's Bleach. The first 3 volumes, because if I were to... My original plan was to do a video per each volume. Yeah, that'll never happen. I procrastinate way too much to ever do that. But if it's not obvious, I love Bleach. I have all of Bleach, including the Can't Fear Your Own Worlds. I even have zombie powders. And Burn the Witch. And even the little color Bleach, which is like, this thing is cool. It's like, I really like this thing. Bunch of little skits in here. It's a bunch of that funny, campy side of Bleach that we don't get much of later on in the series. But yeah, needless to say, if you haven't figured out from my other videos, I love Bleach. But yeah, I recently reread a bunch of volumes of this while traveling and while sick. So I was able to read through a bunch of it at once. And I'll say, it still holds up and it's as good as my memory remembers. Now, a lot of people don't seem to like, or they get bored by the original Soul Reaper, well, the substitute arc of Bleach. And it's like, it still holds up to me. It's not my favorite arc, because it's still getting its footing. It stumbles a bit here and there. But it's like, it's still very fast-paced. I forgot how fast-paced Bleach is. It's like, it moves so fast, or I'm just used to slower manga at this point. But going through it, it's like, in this thing, it covers almost 3/4 of season 1, if not more. It's like you go through this, and within 2 or so chapters, you're already on to him covering as a substitute. Then you get Orihime's brother plotline. You get a little bit further on, you get Chad's plotline. It's like, this is moving fast. Like, extremely fast. Oh yeah, Urahara is introduced along with his 2 kids already. I reread this like a month ago and procrastinated a lot. It's like, already in just 1 book, 3 volumes, you are so far ahead. I missed these early Bleach plot lines with Ichigo's father and sisters. It's like, in early Bleach, it was the soul of Bleach. Yeah, rereading this reminded me just how much I love this series. I can't wait for Core 4 to come out in a month. That's like, get all the way to the end here. And I believe it already introduces the Grand Fisher plotline. Yeah, I collected Bleach in the omnibuses. I've gone through it all before, but it's been a while, and I originally read Bleach online, and I just now got to finishing up my collection. I found those that's on sale at one of the local stores together. There's a resale store in town that I go to. But yeah, Bleach, it still holds up. It carries on all of the good qualities of zombie powder. Its little practice series before it. And while it is fast-paced, but it doesn't have its flow yet, that comes with a Soul Society arc, and that's where people really jump onto the series. But it's like, for what it is, it still holds up very well over time. very fast paced. It's just, it stutters a bit between plot lines. And also, I'm pretty confident that this first part of early Bleach, from here through the Soul Society arc, is probably the funniest that Bleach ever gets. It stays a comedy for a while before it turns into something a little bit darker, a little bit deeper. But in this early part, it's a comedy, it's slice of life. And honestly, it's a nice little easy read whenever you're traveling. But yeah, it's obviously one of my favorite series. I'd say it's my third or fourth favorite series. One Piece is obviously my first favorite series. You don't collect over 100 copies of something if you don't love it. But yeah, I would recommend, honestly, anybody to read this. This is probably one of the better shonen that I have, even though a lot of people will start ripping on Bleach, especially when it gets past the halfway point. But it's all good, it's just some parts are better than others. And I don't think the beginning's the worst. But yeah, I highly recommend reading it. Yeah, this is easily a 7.5 out of 10.